He was like, bro. He was like, what is that? I was like, it's just a opto comp. And he was like, bro, my plug. I guess it was his first time hearing his voice through like some analog gear. So I thought it was. So like, what's your favorite compressors that you getting in the studio right now?
So currently my favorite compressor is the Hazelrig V&E. But yeah, I'm definitely off that V&E, but also, shout out to UA. My main for many, many moons, and still I go to it as well, is the 1176 into the LA2A. So the 1176 8-to-1 ratio just to catch the fast transients, going into the LA2A for that sauce.
When you said it when I was there, I was like, dang, I was like, oh, he right on that. When you did it, you was like 76 into the 2A. What do you notice about that relationship, like that chain, like that go-to chain for you?
So the 1176 gives you that activity, right? Especially nowadays with the transients, right? And then the LA2A gives it that nice warm sauce.
Right, that fullness, right.
Yeah. You get that richness, you get that bitiness, and you can feed into the LA2A. And you don't got to deal with the LA2A too much. Once you get it set the way you like it, you can manipulate the 1176.
Yeah, for years.
Right.
That 2A, that 2A76
combo.
Let's get the vocals kind of dancing.
Kind of,
right?
bro. There's a very interesting
when you said
relationship.
activity, I ain't gonna lie, you just added that to my engineer wording.
There's on what you said with how the 76 provides the kind of like activeness, and then the 2A kind of like warms it back. The same way like I kind of like approach it, because I'm just like, I know going into it, I want it tame, but I also want to get a color off rip. And then I'm always using the 2A or the CL1B like, do I need to blanket this? Do I gotta like kind of dial it back a little bit without losing what I like got this far? And then I'm always using like the CL1B or the 2A at the end, just like gotta want to tame it, just add that fullness like you said too.
I've had clients. I had a client that I was working with, and we was on Zoom. And when my first mix I did with him, I ran him through the 2A. He was like, it was an Audioscape opto comp. Shout out Audioscape. And I remember his eyes lit up. Like he was like, bro. He was like, what is that? I was like, it's just a opto comp. And he was like, bro, my plug. I guess it was his first time hearing his voice through like some analog gear. So now every time I mix, he's like, bro, throw that on like now. Like I'm like, bro, I don't think he's like, just do it.
Right.
To the point where literally by the time he's on the third mix, he was like, bro, I bought it. Like he literally bought it.